What's going on, Toy Mechanic fans? So today I'm gonna try something kind of different. A client asked me to basically tighten these pegs for him on the inside of the torso here where they insert in, and the ball peg that's kind of on the end of these that allows range and movement here. The issue is that super glue just ain't doing it. This is one of those times where the super glue kind of adheres to it, but it's just not adhering in a even fashion. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try a new technique, and I'm gonna drill a hole through here and put in basically the eye hook screw inside. And what I'm thinking that's gonna do is it's gonna expand the plastic just a little bit. And I think it's gonna give us exactly what we need. Just a little extra, I guess, girth, a little extra just substance to grip, and we'll see if it works. What I'm gonna start by doing is drilling a hole with a 0.9mm drill bit. And I think that might give me exactly the size I'm looking for, seeing that these eye hook screws are 1mm. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is the hole's going to be just a little bit smaller. So pushing this in should expand the plastic just a tiny bit. And I think that's going to give us exactly what we want. But let's see what happens here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grip my piece with these needle nose pliers here. Get some more light on the situation. There we go. And then we're gonna carefully drill a hole. Wow, it's really chewing that thing up, isn't it? Huh. Okay, interesting. Maybe I'll try it from this side here. It's just kind of chewing the plastic up. We might want to start at a faster speed and see if that does what we want. Try to get this in the camera for you, that'd help. All right, we got our hole. This is some weird plastic. It took a minute to get going. This might work. I guess we'll see. So yeah, on my Dremel stylus, I'm not sure if you guys have one of these, but I'm at about a in between 4 and 5, so probably about a 5 speed. And if I go in, I'd rather go into the flat end here, but you know. So now that we've got our holes drilled, I'm gonna take our eye hook screws and see if they'll screw in. I'm sure they will. Looks like I might need a little help though from something with better grip than fingers. Yeah, it's going in smooth. Cool. Alright, so the 0.9 was a good choice today. And somebody's actually mentioned in one of my videos where I was using these that they found some kind of a screw on eBay, and you don't have to actually straighten them out. I guess I never checked back, but I would love to know what those are. If somebody has like long skinny screws that I don't have to straighten out anymore, that'd be fantastic. That's why I use these, is because these are the only ones I've ever found that are this size and that work so well for me. But yeah, that'd be awesome. If anybody knows of like really long, and these size, like 1mm screws that are long, and I don't have to sit here and straighten out, because that would save me a lot of time. A lot of time, especially if they're all threading. That would be amazing. Gosh, if I could get like, I don't know, 1/2 inch of threading maybe, that'd be amazing. But until then, I guess I could look up 1mm screws. Use some common sense. Use Google. Now we're going to take our straightened screw. Go ahead and put it in. And as always, we want to test it. Make sure it goes in all the way. Sometimes you can get to and if you ever get to a point where this is getting really, really tight, you might want to back up the tracks a little bit, because if you twist these things, you can twist and break these screws off. This is actually going in pretty well. This is some strange plastic. I keep running into different types of plastic, it seems. The cool thing about this one though is that I don't have to I don't really have to super glue it in, I don't think, because there's no movement with the screw itself. It's just going to be inside. It's just to make it a little larger. And there we go. So now what we're going to do is take our clippers. I'm going to clip this off. This guy and clip this off. You want to get your sanding bit now, which I use one that's like this. Flat. This edge is round. Cool. And so that's what we wanted. So now the next test is to see if it worked. So we're going to take our new peg and we're going to grip it with some pliers and see if it'll go in. If it's hard to get in there, that's probably a good thing, because we want it to be pretty tight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this worked. And so now we just need to get this part in, which you'll notice is just a peg hole here. You can see there's super glue from where my client tried to, he was trying to tighten it himself, which he did a good job. It just, unfortunately, just didn't work this time around. And I'm thinking what we might need to do, honestly, is we might need to put this side in first. We might even need to Dremel kind of an angled around this so it kind of slides in easier, because I think what we did was we made this too. So yeah, what I'm doing here is Dremeling an angle basically around the edges. And what that's going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to slide this in and it'll catch. This right here should catch and stay put, and it also should be nice and tight in here, which this could actually just be stuck in here. If you super glued this for some reason, the end in here, it wouldn't matter. I don't think it even. So now we're going to try to put this in after we've Dremeled this down. Man, it's going to be a snug fit if it goes in. Sheesh. So yeah, this definitely thickened the plastic. So I think what we're gonna need to do just removed. Gosh, that's awesome. This is a really good, this is a, I'm not trying to brag. This is the first time I've actually had to do this before, so this is kind of cool for me. You just got to try to get this guy in there. Wow. It's a really snug fit. I think that's gonna do it right there. Now let's try to pop this baby on. So yeah, that's definitely the way to go about it. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and snug. Still got his range. So once again, just a little recap. We drilled our holes with a 0.9mm drill bit. Then we straightened out our eye hook screw, which is a 1mm eye hook screw. And we're gonna reinsert the screw. And once again, you wanna make sure the screw goes all the way through. Take your clippers, clip off the other end. If any access is hanging out, you wanna take your sanding bit. And what I like to do is to sand just a slight little angle right here at the edge of the flat part that'll be inserted into the armpit area, basically into the body. It just makes it easier for you to insert it since it's a little larger now, and it's just gonna ensure a tighter hold. And if you have any excess plastic, you can either use a razor blade like so to try to just lightly scratch at the end there, and then we will insert this into the body using pliers. Line it up. And then we'll take our arm here, line up this part with the peg. Listen for that oh so satisfying pop. There she is. And I didn't have this one on while we're doing it. The way we can go and pop this guy in too. And there we go. A much tighter fit, more snug. It's gonna hold better poses. You can lift something over his head. He can keep his arms up. This is great. So that was really cool. That was a new technique I just tried, and it worked. So I'm really glad you guys were here with me on this journey, and I hope you learned something today. I hope you guys can use this at some time. This is, of course, the Mafex Shazam figure by Zachary Levy. I don't know how to say his name. Seems like a really nice guy, and I enjoyed this movie, actually. One of the few DC films that I liked. But yeah, hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this. And as always, take care out there and keep repairing.
Bill Maru, Toy Mechanics.